no playtime. Bedtime. Good morning. It's 20 after 3, and you're live with Mad Mama Jamma, who is extremely exhausted. But I wanted to get this done. This video is going to be tonight, semi-quick regarding breast milk, maintaining your supply, building your supply, increasing your supply, and even restarting your supply. I have some things that I use that are natural. I'm sorry, I know my voice drones on and on and on, and eventually I will get time to edit these videos and redo them. But for now, you're stuck with the droning because I have to do that at 3 a.m. and not wake my other son up that's in the other room. And normally, my little co-host is over there playing toys. And so, first off, let's start back with delivering your baby. After you deliver, you want to put the baby to the breast, obviously, as soon as possible. To start, the baby's practice on latching and stuff. When babies are first born, they do not need that much milk. That's like, so when you're a baby, if you have your baby early, they will send your baby to the NICU. And, you'll be up there and you're scared of everything, and you want to know why they're not feeding your baby. They do not feed the baby for the first 24 hours, unless it's like they're up there in the NICU for their size due to gestational diabetes. But let's just talk about the small babies, small weight gain babies, preemies. They do not feed them for the first 24 hours. They give them sucrose through an IV placed either in their hand, their feet, or their head. And that's how baby gets hydrated and keeps their blood sugar levels even. So, for that first 24 hours, babies aren't really that hungry. They're still kind of thinking, what the hell just happened to me? I was perfectly warm, and then all of a sudden, there was this bright light, and I'm freezing. But then I got a nice lady that I've been hearing for a long time, and her held me, so they're just interested in what's going on, or they're sleeping. And they said they'll check it out later. So, when you deliver the baby, the placenta detaches from the uterus wall, which sends signals to your body to start releasing the hormone responsible for making milk. It takes anywhere from 3 to 4 days for your milk to come in, but don't worry, you still have what's called colostrum, the pre-milk, and that feeds the baby, because the baby only needs like 1 cc of food for that first day every so many hours. Their tiny little stomachs are so small, they're about the size of a dime. And then once you're into like week 2, the size of their fist is about how big their stomach is if you formula feed. Because formula goes in faster, they have to eat more of it. While breast milk, they eat less. They don't have to eat as much to be full and satisfied. So their stomachs. So by the time you're at 24 hours, half an ounce or 15 cc's is what baby would probably take every 2 to 3 hours. And obviously you do not have markers on your babe. to tell you how much is getting out there, but there's signs. Obviously, you want to watch for the sucking motion, and if they are actually sucking and not just if they're having nutritive sucks. And nutritive sucks is where they're sucking to actually get milk. Their ears will wiggle. If they're just gumming and using you as a binky, it's more like their ears don't really move. You can also sometimes hear them swallow. And I'm sorry, we had a good night to do this, and then Dad came in and, of course, pissed baby off. So now he's gonna fuss when he was just fine. So, gradually over 3 or 4 days, baby works his way up to, if formula, 2 ounces every couple hours, if formula fed. Breastfed babies do not require that much. For one, most of the nutrition of the breast milk is absorbed, which keeps them fuller, gets them fuller faster is what I should say. And formula, it's a rough product. That's not what's natural to baby. So it takes longer to digest and all that good stuff, and baby needs more of it. And they also need more of it because the bottles, when you use them, they go out so fast, and a lot of parents mistake that for, oh my goodness, my kid is starving. And, don't feel bad. I think every new mom goes through that because after I switched my oldest daughter off of breast onto a bottle when she was 10 or 12 weeks old, she drank that bottle down so fast, like 5 minutes. I thought, oh my God, I've been starving my baby the whole time. But I didn't understand how she was gaining an ounce a day, basically, the whole time we're breastfeeding. So, and then I learned that, of course, formula, they need more of it because their stomach stretches out pretty fast because it comes in fast, and as that stomach keeps, stretching and stretching and stretching, makes baby want more because they're not getting as full as what they usually did. So small amounts of breast milk the first couple days, and it's colostrum, and the colostrum has all those goodies in it. It's real thick, yellow, and it's got the immunities and antibodies, and it's tailor-made for baby to fight any infection. I'm sorry, my nose itches, guys. Pollen count sucks. So there's that. Now, the first 6 weeks after delivery, your body is working out a supply amount. It fluctuates because maybe one day baby won't eat as much, but then he'll start eating more and you feel like you're empty. And that happens. Babies have a growth spurt at 2 weeks, at 4 weeks, at 6 weeks, at 8 weeks, and at 3 months. Now, every 2, 4, and 6 week growth spurt has always caused moms to think that they did not make enough milk. They weren't making enough, so they give up and stop nursing. And that's not the case. Just keep baby on. Baby will get enough, even if he has to stay on, for hours at a time and get every drop as it's made. Yes, that seems like hard work, and it is, but it's worth it. Now, so that first 6 weeks, your body's trying to work it out so that way you don't make milk. After you have your baby, you'll notice on day 3 or 4 you wake up and you have Dolly Parton tits. I mean, they're out to here, and your nipples are like this, and they hurt and sore, and baby sometimes can't get a proper latch, and when he or she does try to latch, it hurts, you know, and you're just real sore and they're firm, and they feel kind of hot to the touch. That's engorgement. Now, a lot of people will tell you, do not pump. Do not pump. Um, Try to hand express enough just to make you comfortable, or pump enough just to make it comfortable. Because if you were to pump or hand express until your breasts were empty, or most of the way empty, and then let baby empty out the rest of them, your body's going to think you need that much milk all the time, and so the next time feeding comes, you'll be engorged. Now, it hurts. It does. But I wish I would have known this. I wish I would have remembered this when I had Ben, because I didn't pump when I was engorged, and I should have, because I would have had a huge supply of milk available. Yes, it would have been uncomfortable for me. Yes, I might have had a chance of getting mastitis, but if you have a pump and you're pumping, then, the milk isn't staying in, and then, of course, you hand express, and then let baby eat, and you change baby's positions. You have, okay, look at my food. Look, I am a real mother. This is sweet potatoes and nanas. My blog is different from everybody else's, for one, because I'm ugly compared to these other mothers that are on here. I used to be real cute. One of these days I'll pull up a picture of myself. I'm fat. I've had 10 children, and it wasn't until then that I blew up this big. I got really bad diabetes with my pregnancy with him, and I think I still have it, but I don't. With COVID and everything, I'm not so worried about going to get my A1Cs done or anything like that. And my it's just my blood sugars run in the 300s in the morning after fasting, or I should say afternoon. But okay, so back to holds. You'll hold baby like this, breast, bring baby up to your breast. Don't lean over, even though it's hard. I do lean over. My back is bad, and it's bad because of that and other things. But you want to, and this is called the cross cradle hold. Then you have just a regular cradle hold, where baby's head is here, feet here, your breast, raise up and kind of sit back, let baby eat. Then you have the football hold. Baby's head goes here. Baby's legs go here. If they're real long, you can tuck them up underneath your armpits. That's what I normally do. Because they grow really quick. So, basically, baby's head, football hold, bring them over here, eat. You want to change positions, because you have mammary glands, which is the milk glands, all over, and I've breastfed several children, and I have some rather large breasts, so my breasts have a tendency to lay on my stomach, I just got flabby titties, but I earned them flabby titties, breastfeeding my children, and I know I need to get my nails redone. I just don't have time. I do my own. I'm what you call a hustler. My boyfriend doesn't like for me to work outside the home, so I do nails. I do facials, pedicures, manicures, massage. Sometimes I make house calls to do that stuff. And then, of course, got my YouTube channel here. It's not making me much money right now, but I hope it will eventually. Because we have to have money. We have to. I'm tired of living broke like this. And we have a child who is disabled and needs extra care and some therapy. I'm actually gonna, once I figure it out, I am going to put a link to uh, our PayPal account to take, donations if anybody who sees these videos want to donate $1. Because, everything counts. And here in a couple weeks, the water park's going to be closing. And I really wanted to take him to the water park because it's called Night Action Park. It's got water slides and then a lazy river where you float around. Because he doesn't get to do cool things because of his vision. And he loves water. So I have been wanting to do that, but I have not. I was going to do a GoFundMe page, but then I see people making fun of other people for them. So, but anyways, back on topic. So all these different positions help remove the milk from the mammary glands and make sure that it's remade evenly. Now, another thing is you will get knots. You massage in a circle, around and around and around. Do that. And of course, you'll want to go around the areola. Then switch breaths. Okay. While you're doing this breath, have a hot towel. And take that towel, slip it up underneath your boob, fold it over, and have it sitting there while you're massaging this boob. Okay, you do that. Put the hot towel over that. Come back, do a quick little massage again, and put the pump on. And as it's pumping, you can massage that knot. Bring it down, bring your fingers, if you like. You can walk it down, walk it down, walk it down. And hand expressing it has been proven. And I did this with my baby in 2018. He was in the NICU. I hand express because I'm one of those people that I have odd shaped breasts. So the little flanges that come with the pump, they don't get a good seal on me, so it doesn't really express a lot very well. So I took the time to go and watch, some videos. Actually, might do a full a video of hand expression in a couple days without my shirt on, so that way you can see how it's done. I just have to read YouTube's policies first, because I do not want to lose the channel. But, as it happens. And then the pump, I suggest getting a pump bra where the flanges go in, their holes cut. They're like $24, $25. If you don't have that money and, but you got an old sports bra laying around, or you can find a sports bra at the Goodwill or what have you, wash it, bleach it real good, get it disinfected, then take and just snip a little hole out of each side where your breasts will come through, and then put the flanges down inside the sports bra and have the long piece coming out that you then connect the other pump part to. So it's inside in this house, and you can actually kind of be a little bit more hands-free. And so you can get in there real good. Sometimes, milk can even get clear up into here. So, don't ignore that area. And you just want to work that milk down, work that milk down, work that. My boy, Ben's going to have a heyday when I get off of here and I'm feeding, because I'm working all the milk down. Um, and you just want to repeat that as it's going. Um, it'll help increase. The more you empty your breasts, the more milk you will make. And I mean, some people just can't make enough. You did not fail. If you can't make enough to fully feed your baby, you did not fail. What little bit you can get out, mix it with formula, because that little bit goes a long way in their health. So do not feel like you failed. I mean, I do. I'm saying this, but even sometimes I feel like a failure. But I know that what little bit he might be getting for that day, because I get super dehydrated really easy because I hate water. Hate it. Can't stand the taste of it. I finally actually found a bottle of water brand I like, so got some of that. You're supposed to drink 64 ounces of water a day, which is 8-ounce glasses. Um, that's just a normal person, not a pregnant or breastfeeding mother. When you're pregnant and breastfeeding, you try to get an extra 32 ounces in, so instead of 64, try to get 96 to 100 ounces of water a day in. So there's that part with, massaging and getting the milk out. And another thing, real quick, if you start to feel like, a sore underneath or whatever, you're like me, and it, does that, or you got a knot, then you can get up on all fours, lay baby down in front of you, get on all fours, and bend over, stay on all fours, let baby suckle as the gravity pulls the milk down. It helps. It can really help. You will sometimes get something called a milk blep. It's like a little knot on your nipple that seems to get bigger as you feed. I ended up having to have my doctor cut one. I'd had it for 5 years. No, not 5 years. It was longer than that. I'd had it since 2010. And I could never get any doctor to do anything about it. And then when I had my surgery for my tubal in December, before I went under, I said, "Hey, doc, can you do something with that?" And he hit it with a scalpel. And when I came to, I asked him, I said, "How many? How was it? Was it?" He's like, "Oh, it wasn't too bad." He's like, "But it was definitely milk." Old milk, it had a little bit of snot to it. I said, "Well, now can I feed the baby because is it sick?" He's like, "No, we looked at it under a microscope. There's no bad bacteria in it." He's like, "So we know it's not MRSA related or anything." And that's why Ben favors this food because for the longest time there was just that one spot and the milk would just run out of me. It was horrible. Um, but so you'll have those. You could have cracked and bleeding nipples. Something that I had trouble with is when I was pregnant, I would already start producing milk or colostrum by 5 or 6 months. And I would take my bra off in the evening and there'd be this white, flaky stuff in there. And I looked on, I looked at my breasts and stuff. And, I washed them a lot. I wash my breasts all the time, when I was pregnant, I was taking 2 showers a day, so they got washed 2 hours a day. When the kids were born, I washed my nipples and everything more often in the day. But what I found out was with my son, my second child, he cried a lot when trying to get milk, and I noticed that there was like kind of a waxy covering over the nipple, and like I would try to hand express, and it would only come out of 1 or 2 pores, but that there was some white stuff in there. So and this is probably to you, my first husband, he would, when we realized what was going on, obviously we went to the doctor first. It was a 6-week checkup, And I asked the doctor about it, and he's like, well, it's like a waxy substance. He says, what I can do is we can take you in, give you some local anesthetic, and then take a needle and, pop it in and pull out this waxy stuff. He says, or you can try a pump on the highest setting. He says, but I don't think that'll be enough um, to suction to pull it out. He's like, and then you have the option of, getting in a hot shower, standing under the water, and then having your husband get into the shower and put his whole mouth around Ariel and suck as hard as he can and actually move the breast away from him at the same time. So, it's creating a vacuum suction. It hurt like hell. It really did. But once he did one and he went to move on to the other, the hot water in the shower where the milk had not been coming out for 6 weeks just started. So I got out real quick and collected that, and then we got back in the shower and he did the other one. And so then I just keep that really happening again with the rest of my pregnancies. As soon as I got pregnant, I would buy a soft bristled toothbrush, leave it in the shower, and I would actually scrub my nipples, trying to get the waxy stuff off. So I know, crazy, right? That's why it's called Mad Mama Jamma, because I'm crazy and I also get pissed off real easy. Not at my kids, just at people in general. So there's that. That's the stuff that baby and you can do together. Then there are galactologues. There is medication galactologues. Reglan, domperidone, but I don't want to go over those right now. I want to focus on natural home things, and of course, I am product placing. I am not getting paid for this product placement and review, because for one, I don't know how to get paid for it. Two, even if I were getting paid for it, I would let you know straight up front. Hey, I'm getting paid to place this in my videos. But even if I was getting paid, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you the truth. Because nobody should be whining about things like this. And, because some things can harm your baby. And I love kids. I'm not about to harm nobody's kids or themselves, nobody else. So, this is what I use. It's called Brewer's yeast. The brand is Now. It's a superfood, and I got reduced bitterness. But I'm going to tell you now, it still sucks ass. It is horrible. Do not. I'll tell you what I did. I was so stupid. I decided that it's because I didn't have a blender to put it in a smoothie. I was just going to take a teaspoon, measuring teaspoon, dip it in there and pop it in my mouth. No. Never do that again. Ugh, couldn't get rid of that taste forever. So I ordered this off of Amazon. I got it within 2 days. I'm a Prime member, so I didn't pay for shipping, and I actually got 2 of them because I believe the deal at the time was buy 2 for $6.50 or something. Great deal. It's not expensive on its own name. I did a lot of research on brewer's yeast and what brands were best, and I read reviews, and not just on Amazon. I talked to other mothers in a breastfeeding group, and this brand Now, a brewer's yeast, seems to be the best brand to use to increase breast milk. I guess other brands don't work as well. So what I would suggest, starting out with this is put it in a smoothie. Use no more than half to 1 teaspoon of brewer's yeast in your smoothie until you can figure out a way to cover up the taste. Then, of course, once you figure out what concoction goes best together, you can add more. Because the more you have, the more it helps. I actually make lactation cookies and brownies, and I eat half of a brownie, half. So it's like a 1 by 1 square, and within 3 hours, I cannot control my milk because I feel like my milk is low, and he's getting into that. He's 8 months old today, um, and so my milk gets out of control, and I have to deal with that. But I would rather have it out of control than have none, right? So there's that. Half to 1 teaspoon in your smoothie. Um, or if you can find something, if you like beer, I guess you could put it in water and dissolve it because it smells like beer. Kind of tastes like a really strong beer too. By the way, beer a day um, is said to help increase milk supply because it has the brewer's yeast in it. Okay. Now, when you first bring baby home, you know, everything's hectic. Can't always remember everything. But before you have baby, I suggest, and I'm sorry, this is clean. It's just I have hard water, and I did not. I actually just used it because I was feeding him right before the video. But this is there's a Hakka brand. This is an off-brand Hakka. It's just I just Googled silicone manual breast pump, and I came up with a bunch of these, and you can get them for like $3 or $4 on Amazon.com, Walmart too. And they some of them come with stoppers and suction cup bases. I didn't need all that. Now, this will help increase your supply. It'll help maintain your supply. And it'll also save a lot of waste. Because one thing you will notice is you put baby on boob, baby starts sucking, the reflux let down starts happening. And what happens? Baby's getting all the milk from there, and this side is being all absorbed by your nursing pad, and you wasted milk. So before you put baby on boob, decide which one baby's going to eat off of, and whichever side baby's not going to eat off of. You take this. Now you roll down the flap. I did not know this when I first got it. And so I wasted a lot of milk because it would get filled up while nursing, and I couldn't handle it, and it'd pop off from the suction. So you curl it down like that. Then you squeeze to, get as flat as possible. Then you take and you put it over your nipple. Keep it squished down like it is. Then flip it back and let go. And that suction will stay there. The suction does let up as it fills up, obviously. You put baby on the other breast, milk drips into this, and you save it. You could get, and it's best to get this before you have baby, because your letdowns get smaller the older baby gets. I'm just going to go ahead and push that down now. So, use it every time you're going to feed. Put it on that. And then when you go to switch baby to the other breast, obviously, have a container nearby to pour what you caught into that container, another bottle or whatever. And then redo the boob, like roll down the top again, squeeze, put it on boob baby just got done eating off of, flip it back, make sure that's a good section, then place baby on the other boob, and by the time feeding's done, you have that. The first few weeks after your milk comes in, you can easily get 2 to 4 ounces off of a Hakka in one feeding, and it's best in the beginning to save baby's milk in like 2 ounce 2 ounces instead of like doing a whole bag of 4, 6, or 8. 2 ounces. That way, baby don't waste a lot of milk. Not only that, but if you have nothing but 6 ounces in a container and you just need a little bit to mix with their cereal or whatever, you have to unthaw that whole bag. And if you don't use it within 24 hours of unthawing it, you gotta pitch it, and it's gold. So there's that. Remember, silicone, manual breast pump, lifesaver, milk saver. You could have about 200 ounces saved up in breast milk in 3 weeks. It's amazing. I wish that 21 years ago when I had my daughter, I would have known, or they would have had something like this, or I would have known about it. Because I remember trying to take those cheap bottles that, you can squeeze and stuff, and I trying to lash it on there, and I'd catch a little, but it wasn't very much. But I feel like had I known about these types of things where they've been around, my breastfeeding journey wouldn't have ended at 10 weeks, 4 months, 6 months, because if you ever feel like, you're not, getting enough milk out to baby because maybe they're in a growth spurt, once he breaks off, you can put a little bit, like 1 or 2 more ounces in a bottle and feed him, to make sure he's good. Now, flaxseed meal. It's got a lot of antioxidants in it and everything else, and it's also a galactologue. Now, what I did, I ordered this off of Amazon because my local Walmart did not have flaxseed meal. And what it means by flaxseed meal, because you can get whole flaxseed at Walmart. I think like a 16-ounce bag is $4.74 before tax, in Illinois where I'm at. But I don't have a blender, and I didn't feel like taking and putting it in a plastic baggie and then beating it with a hammer. So I ordered a flaxseed, chia, or flaxseed meal and chia seed blend. It's organic. I don't care if it's organic or not, but this is what it was. On Amazon.com. Like I said, lots of nutrients in the flaxseed meal. Helps increase breast milk supply and even fat intake. And the chia seeds alone, as well, are great source of nutrition. Google chia seeds, and you'll see. They're just amazing little things. Now, you do not want to take a teaspoon of these and do it dry or whatever. No, because they could get stuck in your throat, and it's just bad. So, you throw these in your smoothie with the flaxseed meal. I do like 1 tablespoon in your smoothie. Throw it in your salad. Because they really don't have a lot of taste. And then the chia seed, I got a 32-ounce bag of it from Walmart. Should I say on the other one, the flaxseed and chia mix I got off of Amazon? My chia seeds, what I do is I put them in pretty much everything because they're tasteless. Throw them in regular cakes, throw them in brownies, throw them in. My boyfriend's been complaining the last few weeks because his breasts are getting bigger and they're sore and tender to the touch. And all I can do is laugh because he's been eating the shit out of my brownies and my lactation cookies. I think he's probably producing more milk than I am by now if he was to try to squeeze it out. But, that's how, good they are to him, because they have some things in it that's not the greatest tasting. It's safe, and it's what you have to have for, milk production. But You can't tell the difference because I use, I don't mean to like brag on myself, but I'm a pretty damn good baker. So chia seeds, what I do with them, like I said, I put them in everything, salad, whatever. But in the morning, what I'll do is I'll put 2 tablespoons and a half to 1 cup of water. Let it soak for about 30 minutes, and then it'll have the consistency of, I hate to say it, but it's not. Then what I do is add just a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of sugar, and it tastes like a lemon shake up with the seeds, It's really good. I do that in the morning, do it at night. And I notice that when I take it, when I do that, when I use them, my milk, you can tell how fatty your milk is. And I kind of produce skim milk. I did with a lot of my pregnancies. And the way you can tell is once you pump it, you put it in the bottle, you set it in the fridge, and in a couple hours, come back once it's cool. And you'll see that the bottom part's kind of clear, is a clear color. Then there's a top part that looks like real thick cream. That's the fat content. Now, I went from having this much fat content to having this much fat content, and very little of the liquid. So, it was definitely increasing my thing. Also, this is a good weight loss thing if you're looking to lose weight after nursing, and after pregnancy, of course. You would do it the way I was talking about, with 1 to 2 tablespoons and 1 cup of water till its consistency is not. Then add lemon juice or whatever juice you want to do. If you want to do orange juice and pretend it's pulp or whatever, you just don't mix in the sugar because, obviously you're trying to lose weight. So there's that. And then coconut water. A lot of people swear by this. I was drinking it, and I would say, yeah, I noticed an uptick of it. The only problem is I couldn't keep drinking it because it's so damn nasty to me. I love coconut, but this is way too much fucking coconut flavor. So unless you're crazy about coconut or you have a way to blend it in a smoothie, you might want to try a different brand than buy something that's a little less strong. But what I ended up having to do to do it is I would freeze it to like a slushy consistency and then pretend it was a snow cone. I really want a snow cone right now. So coconut water, ordered it off of Amazon, quick shipping, and it wasn't a bad price. It's just I can't handle the coconut of how strong it is. So I'm waiting. It stays in the fridge, and I'm waiting to get a blender to use it for the liquid with the ice, and try to make a tropical smoothie. And so there's that. And then the other thing is the Body Armor drinks. Body Armor Light. Some moms swear they're better. But if you guys have any questions or anything, go to my Facebook page. It's called Mad Mama Jamma. You can email me or message me through the page, or ask the question on the group post or the page post. My group for Mad Mama Jamma is just MMJ. I know, sounds like Medical Mary Jane, but it's not. So this is what it would look like. So you're in the right place. And let me see if I can find the I don't know how to find the HTTP thing. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. It says share. Let's see. Okay, we'll put it in messages. We'll pretend that's that. Okay, hold on. Well, bear with me just a minute. Okay, it's www.facebook.com/groups/62312595192. Okay, that's ridiculous. Let me see if I can pull it up this way. Give me just a second. Go into Facebook. There's that. Hold on. Oh no. It's got me logged out. Well, I don't know. That's what it is. Just go into Facebook search bar, and search MMJ and look for that picture. That should pop up. And if you can't find that, then I also have the Vision of Love Charms page, and I think that's www.facebook.com/visionoflovecharms. So that's what that one is. Again, if I can, I will try to link it in the bottom. But I hope to see a lot of you guys. And I hope to get better at doing this. Maybe get it done during the day so I don't sound like I'm droning on and on and on. And I can be all happy about it and everything, So I'm a pretty funny person. I like to make people laugh. I got a good sense of humor. I'm just exhausted. But yeah, join us at MMJ on Facebook. Please click subscribe on the videos on this channel. Please, please, please. I'm trying to monetize everything. Like I said, I'm a hustler mama. I make custom-made jewelry, and I'll actually showcase that in another one of my videos. I like I said, I do the beauty stuff, and now I'm trying to do the YouTube monetize. Plus, I just want to talk to adults. I want to get back into talking about things that's going on in the world, and not, why didn't you eat your beans, Bubby? Why did you not eat your beans? Or, go potty. Only big boys go potty. If you don't go potty, Santa Claus isn't coming. Yeah. And also, I will eventually share my Amazon wish list. Because the kids' Christmas is coming up, and I don't know if this channel will take off by then and get me monetized. I'm not looking to make 20 grand a year, but $400 a month would be nice. It'd go a long way. Like I said, and then I will cover my son's disability on another video. But for now, we're out. So, see you soon.